welcome to my channel. I'm Anne and today I'm bringing you the January book tag. This was created by the wonderful Jan Agaton. Make sure you check her out. I am absolutely obsessed with all of her content, and this is a book tag that she has created to kind of reflect on 2025 but also kind of to get yourself ready for 2026. Now it is the middle of January as I'm filming this, but I really wanted to get this one in. So I'll leave Jan's channel down below and I'll link her up above and her video that she's done for this year, but I'll also leave all the questions down in the description box if you want to take part. You can do this on Instagram, and if you're watching this and you want to do it, feel free to go ahead and do it. So massive thanks to Jan for creating this one. So the first question is, what is the last and first book, if you remember, that you read last year? So the first book that I read and finished in the year of 2025 was Quicksilver by Kelly Hart. So this was a carryover from the end of 2024, and I finished this while I was working a New Year's festival called Northern Base here in New Zealand, while I was on my breaks and stuff. This is a fantasy romance. It was a 5-star read for me. I really enjoyed it. I really loved it. This is part of my Brie vlog, so make sure you check that out. I'll link it up above and down below if you want to check it out. If you don't know what Quicksilver is about, this is about our main character Ceres, who ends up sort of in a situation where she ends up in a new world and she has to help this guy, Kingfisher, in saving his people. It's really interesting, really good. And the last book that I finished in 2025 was Babel by R.F. Kuang. This did take me a little bit of a time to read, but I had the best time. I pretty much took it nice and slowly. This is a story about our main character Robin, who was taken from Canton and brought to England to learn the magic of translation, and it explores so many things such as colonialism and racism and just cultural appropriation and the act of translation, and it was just really good, really interesting. It made me tear up multiple times, and this is another favorite book of mine, another 5-star read for me, and I just had a really good time. So I'm happy that we had a 5-star to finish the year, to start the year, and a 5-star to finish this year. So the next question is, what is your first read this year? So it is already the middle of January, so I have already finished this one, but we have Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole. This was a carryover from the end of 2025, so I finished this off in 2026 and I had a great time. This is a fantasy romance that was traditionally published from being indie, and it's one that has taken the world by storm. So we're following DM, and she's always been told that she has to stay away from the Descended. This is one of the rules that her mother has always given her. When her mother goes missing, she ends up becoming the sort of doctor for the Descended and ends up being thrown into this scenario where she is kind of struggling between the rebels against the Descended, and then realizing that the Descendant are just people as well. So really interesting. Question number 3, share 3 of your reading goals. So I always set my Goodreads goal to 100 because I don't want to have that pressure. I will generally read more than 100, 9 times out of 10. So 100 is just my standard reading goal. My main goals are to read my 2026 TBR, which is the 26 books that I want to read in 2026. A lot of those are very highly anticipated reads. Another one is that I actually want to complete my 12 Recs by 12 Friends, because I do that every year and I still don't complete it. So fingers crossed that I complete that. And I just have some other like social media goals, like 3,000 followers on Instagram, 300 subscribers here on YouTube, just little things like that. I don't really set myself high goals, but I definitely want to continue reading series that I'm in the middle of, finishing series that I'm in the middle of, and just mood reading a little bit more. I am generally so rigid with my reading, but in the last year or so I found that I'm definitely more of a mood reader, so kind of stay on topic and explore mood reading a little bit more. Question number 4, share 3 of your most anticipated releases. I'm not a big person who kind of follows along with anticipated releases unless I've already read from the author and I know what's coming out. I don't really, because with indie authors, unless you know that they're coming out with a new book, you won't really know. as I follow a lot of indie authors, I do have a lot of those that I'm kind of highly anticipating, but we don't have a release date, we don't have a title, we don't have a cover reveal, that kind of thing. But the three main ones that I'm very, very excited about are Game On by Nafisa Allen. This is book 3 in the Into Darkness series, following on from Lights Out and Caught Up. I love Nafisa Allen. The humour, the banter, the romance, the spice is just everything, and I cannot wait. Another one that I cannot wait for is Prince of Swords by Elise Kova. I just finished Arcana Academy as well, and I love that. That was a 5-star read for me. It's going to be probably one of my favourite reads of this year. And I'm very excited for book 2 because the ending was crazy. So I'm very excited for that one. And I'm hoping it's coming out this year. I'm pretty sure it is because we did just have a cover reveal. And the third one is the Monster Bay series number 4 by Jacqueline Hyde. So this is a monster romance series where each story we're following, like book 1 is Dracula, so he's a vampire, book 2 is a werewolf, book 3 is Frankenstein, book 4 I think we're following Lachlan, who is possibly some shapeshifter of a water sort, not really sure, but I really loved him, seeing him in some of the other books as little cameos, so I'm very excited to have his actual book. Question number 5, which goals did you reach and not reach last year? Like I said, I don't really set many goals for myself, but I definitely think that I did fail with continuing series. I started a lot, don't think I finished a lot. I haven't really looked at those numbers yet, but I probably should do that at some point. I did hit my 100 goal reading. I read 243 books last year. What else did I set myself? I didn't complete my 25 in 2025, and I didn't complete my 12 Recs by 12 Friends. As the year goes on, I just like gonna lose myself with my reading, but 2026 is going to be the year that we do it. Question number 6, are there 2026 releases you've heard of that you have no desire to read? Again, like I've already said, I'm not the biggest person who will follow a lot of releases. If something comes out and I'm interested in it, I will read it unless I'm actively searching for new releases. So yeah, there's not really anything that I wouldn't say that I'm not interested in, but I would say anything from Jessa Hastings, probably not. If she comes out with anything, probably anything from Colleen Hoover, probably not. Frida McFadden, probably not. Just not my cup of tea, but yeah, those are some of the ones. Question number 7, what are some reading habits you want to change this year, if any? Main reading habits is not planning too many vlogs and videos at the same time, so I have time to actively put effort into each vlog that I am creating. And I want to allow myself to mood read a little bit more, so have my books that I need to read within the month, but then also allow myself room to mood read. Yeah, I think that's it. Maybe explore a couple more genres that I don't really explore, but I'm pretty happy with how I'm going with my reading. Reading is for fun, so you know, shouldn't be getting too stressed about it. Question number 8, any adaptations you're excited about? I'm not really into adaptations. Like if I'll watch something that's I'm very wary of adaptations, especially because things change very a lot with TV series to movie adaptations. But if there's something that I'm interested in that I've already read, I will definitely check it out. But again, I don't really know what's coming out in the next year, so there's that. Question number 9, favorite bookish memory. I've got so many amazing bookish memories from 2025. Just getting closer with a lot of my online book friends who are based all around the world, but mainly in New Zealand and America. So that was a lot of fun. Another bookish memory that I really, really love is being able to work with the clients that I work with as a PA and being able to help them promote their work. But then the biggest bookish memory and the best one that I have is the Ages of Pages event that happened in April of last year. I met a lot of amazing people, some of them for the first time. I'll insert some photos here so you can check it out, but it was just so fun getting together with a lot of my friends who are in a group chat with me and being able to just hang out and, you know, talk life and non-bookish things. And then I met up with them a couple more times throughout the year, which was always just so amazing. And the Ages of Pages event, meeting a lot of the authors that I've been following and interacting with online, was just a lot of fun, being able to meet them in real life. And I'll add some photos here as well. Question number 10, are there any carryovers from last year that you plan on continuing? So I will generally not have like so many currently reading at one time that I'm like switching and changing. I'll generally have one audiobook, one ebook, and one physical book, and when I finish that I just switch on to the next thing. So I don't have like a multiple currently reading books on the go, where I'm just constantly switching and changing, and that's something that's sitting in my currently reading for a long time. So there's not really any carryovers. The only carryover that I had was Spark of the Everflame, and I did finish that as one of my first books of 2026. So there's not really anything there. So no, I don't think there's any carryovers. I don't even think there is any books that I actually put down and then just haven't had them in my currently reading. But yeah, I'm like one of those people that when I finish a book, I just go on to the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. But yes, that is the January book tag. Make sure to check out Jan's channel down below. All of those links are down below. Make sure to check out the videos that I've already mentioned with some of these books in them. And make sure to like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to, and comment down below your answers to any of these questions as well. And these questions will be in the description box if you want to take part in this challenge. Bye.